More now on the deadly condo collapse in Surfside in Miami, Florida. Florida State Representative Joseph Geller joins us now. Surfside is part of his district. Thank you so much for joining us tonight on what we know is just a tremendously difficult day. You have friends who live in the building and were rescued. How are they? Where are they now?
Well, they're safe and they're with family, but it was just a terrible trauma. They heard this very loud noise waking them up right in the middle of the night, fast asleep. They went to the front door to try to see about leaving, and they found there was 5 feet of hallway and then nothing. They tried to get downstairs in the emergency stairs. Those were blocked by debris. They got to the parking garage. There was water pouring in midway up their legs. They finally had to go back to their apartment and be evacuated from the balcony by a fire department cherry picker. Thank God they're okay.
Thank God is right. You have represented this district for 8 years. Can you tell us about the community? Anything that you know, perhaps, about the type of residents who lived in this building?
Yes, I've known this community for many years. I was mayor of an adjoining small town for a number of years as well. It's a very mixed community. We have a lot of people from Latin America living there. It's very close to a very prominent synagogue, the shul at Bow Harbor. There are a lot of Orthodox Jews living there. But really, there are just a lot of people of all kinds. It's a very mixed community. It's very open. It's very friendly. It's a great little town, Surfside.
You gave us a phone number to share with our viewers for the Family Reunification Center. It is, just for those who need that, 305-614-1819. Who should be calling that number in particular tonight?
Really two kinds of people. Number one, this is located just a few blocks away in Surfside. People who are concerned about family members, friends who might have been in that building and are looking for news or information should certainly call it. But the other thing is there are a lot of people who are still unaccounted for. We can't really say they're missing at this point. We just don't know. They're people who lived in the building. So anyone who's a resident of that building, who was staying in that building, maybe even was in the building at the time of the collapse, got out and went someplace to be safe and stay with family or friends, they should check in as well so they can be accounted for, so we know if they're actually missing or were in danger or maybe are trapped, or know that they made it out okay or they weren't there. All of those people should be calling this number.
We talked to an eyewitness earlier this evening who lives in a neighboring building, a nearby building, and she said that it was built by the same contractor. Any guidance for people tonight who are feeling leery, concerned about staying in their own apartments in buildings who are constructed by the same construction company?
Not necessarily who built it, but where it's built, how it's built. We just don't really know yet what happened. Right now, the focus is very much on still searching for possible survivors. Miami-Dade County has a nationally regarded search and rescue team. They have dogs out there. They have very, very sensitive listening equipment. They could hear literally somebody breathing or scratching. So that's the focus. Anybody in a neighboring building, somebody who doesn't feel safe, because again, we haven't really been able to look at causes yet. My advice is stay someplace different. Find a place, stay with friends, stay with family. If you're concerned, that's not to say that we have any specific reason to think there is any risk to any additional building, but some people have been evacuated just because better safe than sorry. I don't want to alarm anybody. No one I know has said there is a specific threat to any neighboring building of any kind. But if you're worried, if you don't feel safe, find another place to stay.
Understood, and good to make that clarification as well. As you said, the priority right now remains the search and rescue efforts. Those are continuing throughout the night. So many people following this story want to help. Is there something that people can do to help the community, the search and rescue at this particular moment?
Well, let me say this. In terms of the actual equipment, the county search and rescue, emergency management. The state is in there. The president has offered our congresswoman to try to help this community. So in terms of those resources, I think we're covered. But there are a lot of people who are displaced. There are a lot of people who are concerned about the neighborhood. So there are going to be needs to find shelter for people. You know, my best advice for people in the current circumstance is call the Red Cross and contribute to them. It may help some of these people who need to be in finding alternative shelter. You certainly know the money is going to go somewhere to good use where it's needed. That would be worth doing. Soon enough, we'll be looking for answers. Right now, we're still praying for miracles, hoping to find survivors, and then will come some grim work.
Yeah, looking for the people before we're looking for those answers. Representative Geller, we thank you so much for your time.
Hi, everyone. George Stephanopoulos here. Thanks for checking out the ABC News YouTube channel. If you'd like to get more videos, show highlights, and watch live event coverage, click on the right over here to subscribe to our channel. And don't forget to download the ABC News app for breaking news alerts. Thanks for watching.